make it 2nd and 5.
Cameron Jordan
Keep
made the
playing
tackle.
hard, fellas.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5
Let's
at
get
the
it.
41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's trash. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Back, back, back. Alert.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Switch up, switch up. Say. Check. Shift. 8.
Newton on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was brought down by
Great.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
From the 50, Newton. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
8. Come on, switch it. Slam. 8. You go tight.
From the red zone now, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert, alert. Mike 46. Mike 46. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, exit. 46, boys. Hey, alert, alert. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Here we go.
Play action here with Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Switzer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Kamara. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 56 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
38, Chargers 10.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to maneuver. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken very short.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Express! 48, 8. Watch the run. Here we go.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Express!
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of it.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's into the clear. 20. 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 49 yards.
Saints, 1st down.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And that is a shame. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Right to the 3. Check. Put it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
It's a loss of a yard.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Even. 4th down. Even.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. 780.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.